Hello again, people. Moin away from Bertirkin as always, and as usual. This is a short follow-up video on my own experiences with the fifth pinnacle of the sun. Now, this is an extension to the original video. You can find linked in the description or at the end screen of this video. And this video is going to be vice versa, embedded into that video as well in the description and or the end screen as a follow-up since I published that video a good while ago and that video is the most popular one. Now, the fifth pinnacle of the sun, again, refer to that video. I'm not going to discuss its properties and whatnot, etc., etc. Solomonic pinnacle, it's used for traveling and whatnot. My own personal experience is that I used it. I ordered it, like I had it made in silver. I'll show it to you in a second. Um, like a couple of months ago, and I'm not going to say what I used it for. I used it to something in regards to traveling, but I'm not going to share that with the public because it's not necessary and it's something of a private nature. Um, I I initially I simply placed it in my pocket and kept it with me at all times because it was for the sake of practicality. It needs to be within a reasonable radius of you. Um, And yeah, I got results after a while. I got results. Essentially, I was spurred into an action. I'm not going to say which action or what action, but I was prompted to do something because the Pentacle itself, the hypothetical message was that, hey, it could not directly give me what I wanted. So it redirected me to the next best person. So essentially, like a referral or the next best action, better said, since it wasn't a person, an action, a humongous action at that, the humongous action at that. And thanks to that action, I did get what I want. So again, no problems regarding the Pinnacle. In terms of the energies that are hypothetically embedded in the Pinnacle, or better said, that are associated with the Pinnacle, these are default angels, as is written, honestly, in regards to the description of the Pinnacles. When utilizing the Pinnacle, I saw a group of angels stand around me, and it was like the sun. Well, not like it spiritually. I saw a huge sun hovering over me, like when the sun is literally at its highest point in the sky in the middle of the day, and it's like peak summer and the middle of the summer, and the sun is just bearing down on you in its fullest with all of its solar rays and whatnot. Um, that's what it's like. Shortly after utilizing, appearance-wise, shortly after having utilized the Pentacle, I also got a dream that conveyed a message in regards to my objective, obviously given to me by the Pentacle. Other interesting thing to note is that, oh yeah, as is the case by default with all these Pentacles, ignore that. As is the case by default with all these Pentacles, honestly, you should be wary of this. I've already said this several times in the past, of by default any kind of occult-based or magical operation. Um, but especially the Pentacle, as potent as they are, honestly, in my opinion, the most potent magical artifacts you'll have, occult artifacts. Their power is explosive, so expect it to have negative side effects and or drawbacks, and that's also the case for this Pinnacle. Um, so yeah, I by default programmed the Pinnacle to do its thing, to help me in my endeavor, as directed and commanded and politely beseeched simultaneously or all in one go without bringing about any negative side effects whatsoever. And obviously, it's a good thing I did so because in the dream, let's just say that I got hurt, something akin to getting a huge cut or a gash on my arm. And I know what that meant, honestly, because it simply meant that, hey, listen, the Pinnacle comes associated with brute force based on its configuration and the way in which it works so that you can get what you want in regards to what it specializes in or what its purpose is for. And so, yeah, if you use this Pinnacle and you don't tread with care in regards to my instructions, then you might find yourself all of a sudden not just stubbing your toe, stubbing your entire foot, or fracturing your leg, or something akin to that, or cutting yourself on the door handle and having a huge gash on any part of your body. Regardless of how it happens, it will just happen. Make no mistake about it. Experienced practitioners know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's it regarding the fifth pinnacle of the sun. Nothing left to be shared. with the exception of me showing it to you. Here you go. Made in pure silver. There you go, baby. Beautiful. As is the case by default. Um, uh, yeah, you can see it clearly now. Show it clearly. Show it clearly. Yeah. And that's essentially it. Bye.